Have you seen a rainbow? Of course, it fascinates us with its spectacular colors. Irrespective of age, the people wants to see the beautiful rainbow in the sky. When do we see a rainbow? We see in the presence of sunlight just after a rain or shower. And we see near water fountains and near waterfalls also. Did you observe one thing? The rainbow forms always opposite to the direction of sun. If sun is left, the rainbow forms right. Here I have conducted an experiment to get a rainbow in my home. For these simple requirements, I have taken a bowl with some water in it, and I kept a mirror, which is a plain mirror used in your house, in the water so that submerged up to half in the water. So the other half is in the air. The lower part is in the water. In that way, I kept the mirror in the water. The other half of the mirror, which is in the air, is covered with a paper to avoid reflection of light. And I use a mobile as a source of white light. So now you put off lights in the room. The light which is coming from the mobile torch falls on the water and bounce back after falling on the mirror. That light which is coming from the mirror is focused onto the wall. Wow, it's a success. We got rainbow colors on the wall. It's beautiful. So this kind of experiment you can do in your home to get a rainbow. Did you enjoy this? Yes. When we see a rainbow, we get a doubt in our mind. That is, how could the white light of the sun gives us various colors of rainbow? It was Sir Isaac Newton experimenting with sunlight and glass prism discovered that white light was composed of several colors, means billions of colors. Then, what is this prism? Let's have a look in it. We have studied refraction of light through a glass slab and a lens. In glass slab, the transparent medium is bounded by plane surfaces which are in parallel. Coming to lens, it is the transparent medium bounded by at least one curved surface. Then what is prism? It is the transparent medium bounded by at least two plane surfaces which are inclined at a certain angle is called prism. A prism consisting of 5 surfaces. In these 5, 3 are rectangular surfaces and other 2 are triangular surfaces. The combination of these 5 surfaces we are calling as a prism. So that a transparent material is bounded by these 5 surfaces we will be calling as a prism. It looks like a tent house generally we see, isn't it? Yes. Now let us discuss the general terms related to the prism. So when you place a prism on a paper and if you draw the outlines, you will be getting like a triangle. So here we consider it is an equilateral prism. So in this, let us take A, B and C are the vertices of the triangle, and BC is called as a base of the prism, and here AB and AC are the two parallel plane surfaces which makes an angle theta at the vertex A. This is known as angle of the prism. The angle made by the two plane surfaces AB and AC at A is known as angle of the prism. Light falls on surface AB and comes out from the surface AC. Let us consider a light ray which is falling on AB surface. So the light ray should travel in a straight line if there is no prism. The dotted line indicates the actual path of the light. So let us draw a normal onto the surface AB at point Q. Here the light is moving from rarer medium to denser medium. So the prism has a substance which refractive index is greater than the air, so that the light is bending towards the normal. So that in the prism the light travels from point Q to point R, and again it falls on surface AC. At point R, let us draw a normal to the surface. Now the light ray is going from denser medium to rarer medium, so that it bends away from the normal. So the final emergent ray is RS. So here PQ is known as incident ray, QR is known as refracted ray, RS is known as emergent ray. When you extend the incident ray and the emergent ray, they meet at a point. So the angle between these two light rays will be calling as angle of deviation produced by the prism. So that is denoted by delta. The angle made by the incident ray with normal at surface AB is taken as I1, and the angle of refraction at surface AB is taken as R1, and the angle of incidence on surface AC is taken as R2, and the angle of emergent is taken as I2. Let us derive the relation between angle of deviation and angle of incident, angle of emergent, and angle of the prism. So in this diagram, A is angle of prism and small d is angle of deviation. From this triangle, we can write D is equal to I1 minus R1 plus I2 minus R2. So it is sum of the interior angles is equal to exterior angle. Further, D is equal to I1 plus I2 minus R1 plus R2 we can write. From the big triangle, we can write A is equal to R1 plus R2 simply. Therefore, D is equal to I1 plus I2 minus A. So this is the relation between angle of deviation and angle of the prism, angle of incidence and angle of emergent. That means if you know angle of incidence and angle of emergent, you can calculate angle of deviation because angle of prism will be given. So further, D plus A is equal to I1 plus I2 you can write.